And that's important because some students have an oral reading level that's different than they can pick up a book and read written language.
Mm-hmm.
So we teach them in as educators, we teach students how to read using materials in small group, for students who have similar things they need to work on. And also we teach them how to pick a book to read independently. So that's why this is exciting. But anyway, to answer the question you asked, for as adults, I have a book called How to Love Your Job, How to Love Your Job Daily for Educators.
Oh, shoot, you need to make that for everybody because we don't always love our jobs every day. Without any further ado, I'm going to bring on Miss Ellisha Newton, and she has um, she has all kinds of abbreviations behind her name. So she's a very important person, and we're very happy to have her with us. So, hey, Ellisha, how are you?
Hello, hello, hello. I'm wonderful. How are you, Dr. Rhonda?
I'm wonderful too. Look at you smiling. So I'm glad that we're finally able to make this happen. And I think we've been trying to get you on this show for probably about a year now.
At least a year and some months now, because it was National Black Book Festival last year.
Yeah.
And so we're a few months past that now. So
see, but things happen when they're supposed to happen. So I'm very happy to have you, and happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you too.
All right. So tell the people about you.
So I am Ellisha Newton, daughter of Annie Beatrice, daughter of Beatrice, daughter of Ida Beatrice, daughter of Eliza Matchett Stafford, daughter of Eliza Sylvia, daughter of Eliza Roundtree Butler. That's my maternal line. And I say that because many of my ancestors were not invited into the rooms that I am as Black people. So I love to acknowledge the ancestors and also my paternal line. So I say, I am Ellisha Newton, daughter of God, sister of Jesus, daughter of Ellis and Annie Beatrice, daughter of Beatrice, Elijah, and W.C., daughter of Ellis and Simile, daughter of Morris and Mary, daughter of Jefferson. And I pause right there because Jefferson had two families. So I'm learning whether the family with the 22 children in it is my side or the other side. So I will get back to you with that name of that paternal grandmother, great grandmother.
Wow.
Okay, daughter of Enoch and Ida Beatrice, daughter of Henry and Eliza, daughter of Wesley and Emma Sylvia, daughter of Joseph and Eliza, sister of Derek, sister-in-law of Shannon, wife of Sean, and mother of Aria, Sean, and Ethan. And so
now did you memorize all of that?
almost. So I say I'm Ellisha with an E. My daddy's name is Ellis. My mom added an H and an A, so it's literally Ellisha Newton.
Oh, wow.
Like Sir Isaac Newton, laws of relativity are a fruit-filled, syrupy sweet snack called a fig Newton. And for 29 years, Mr. Newton has given me the honor of being able to use the Newton name. So I've been married to him for 29 years. So I have to throw that in there.
You don't even look like you're old enough to be alive 29 years. But
yes,
I gotta say, I do think it's important, and my family has been we've been trying to pull as much as we know about our family together so we can do something like this as well. And we just had a conversation with my grandfather's side of the family, who some of us are close to some of them, and some of us are close to other parts. But we want to make sure that our families are connected. Having cousins running around and you don't really know them very well. I was watching Married at First Sight a few years ago, and the young man on there happened to say a name that I recognized. And so I got on Facebook. I said, "Hey, y'all, is this our cousin on this show?" They said, "Yeah, that's our cousin." I didn't know. Right. This was when Married at First Sight was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So so one of the people on the show wound up being my cousin, and we're connected on social media, but we haven't met in person yet. And then we have other family members who we stay connected. We grew up as kids together, but once you get older and everybody starts to go their own way, we start to lose some of those connections. So we're trying to work hard with bringing the family back together. So listening to you just go through your lineage the way you did is totally motivating and inspiring. And I'm wondering, what was it that motivated you to start doing this research, or was this something that was more like a family oral storytelling that was passed down?
So my grandmother, on both sides of her family, was one of the people, my mom's mom, one of the people who did the family lineage. And now my aunt, my mother's sister does it. But I connected with my dad, the person on my dad's side who plans the family reunions. Like they were doing it every 5 years at one point. When at one point it was every year. And so I was just always wondering, because my grandmother on my mother's side always had a book of, here's the family tree. This is, from her to the 1800s. But on my dad's side, he would say, well, I can tell you this, and this, and that's about all. But then when I would talk to his brother, he would tell me more. And then when I talked to my Aunt Mary, she would tell me more. And then my Aunt Mary would say, talk to another cousin, and then they would know more. So I would just, over the years, I would just learn it. But then when I wrote this book, I was like, okay, well, I am because they are. So let me make sure I put that in there. And so you know this, but the people may not. So let me tell the whole story.
Yes,
So when I
please.
wrote "You Are Powerful," the second edition, the story is the same. However, the format is way different because it is, as you can see, the ancestors are encouraging the little girl who is me,
Oh,
and when you go in, it's set up like all your table of contents and all of those things. However, it now has two glossaries. It's a
okay.
journal. There's the others can write in it, and of course our focus is write your vision, make it plain. Habakkuk 2:2. And so again, my brother and I are being encouraged by the ancestors. And what
Love
I
it.
added from that to this is the reason I chose the different illustrations. So it's still has artwork, it still has the music, but now on page 43, when you get to the song, you're amazing, there is a QR code and it takes you to the song,
Oh,
and it plays the music and points to each note. So if you don't know how to read music, you scan that QR code and sing
oh,
along.
that's so nice.
And so you
I
sing
love that.
along. So it's truly an interactive book. And
Yes.
also, like I said, learning activities, two glossaries, it's a journal. And the reason I did that is because as an educator, 26 and a half years working in the public school system and charter school districts as well as higher ed, so pre-K through adults, literally, I was on so many different committees from the elementary to middle and high, and then also high to college to career, because sometimes there's a disconnect as to why are the scholars, and I say scholars, but we're talking about students as well. Why are they having a shutdown? And I call them struggling readers. And they typically are struggling because they lack the confidence. Hence the title, You Are Powerful. So once
Yes.
they know they're powerful, and through the glossaries, the artwork, and me telling them you're powerful, they can literally tell someone else once they finish this book how they're powerful. Because in the learning activities, they're challenged to tell us how are they powerful, and to create a a song, add to this one, or they may do beats. So this is literally the length of a jingle. So they make it a full-length song, video, a poem, a play, a production. We challenge them in the learning activities in this book. So that's them writing their vision and making it plain to tell others how they are powerful in action, which is actually the title of my third book, which was You're Powerful in Action. So the second one was Companion Guide, because from this one to that one, you could actually write in it. So it's literally all of that plus this and the challenges all in one book.